I have a little project that I've been holding off on doing, but today seems like a good day to do it. It's pretty foggy out, as you can see. I have some conglomerate that I found a few weeks back, and all the pieces that I have make noise on the metal detector. So what I want to do today is crush up the conglomerate and see how much gold that we got out of all the pieces that I found, which was 6. I have the pieces right here. A few of them are pretty good size, but like I said, all of them make noise on the detector. I'll do a close-up of what they look like. I'm going to be using mortar and pestle. I got my scale, a tray, and some fine point tweezers just for picking out some fine pieces if we have them. I got 6 altogether. This one's a pretty good sized piece. These ones are kind of small, but this one is really heavy. So I'm hoping this one is gonna have some nice gold in it because it's pretty loud on the detector. Another pretty good size, and then I have this little teeny one here, and you can actually see the piece of gold sticking out right there on the tip. All right, so the first piece that we're gonna do is this little one here. Throw that in there. So right off the bat, I can see the main piece of gold right here. Put that in the tray. I think there's another piece right here. And I also see another piece here. And those are just what I can see on the surface. Pretty sure there's 4 pieces in that. Throw that in there. Set that over a little bit. Don't really want to mangle the pieces, so try to hit it hard enough to crush it, obviously, but you don't really want to smack it too hard. So I can see one piece already. I'm going to take this buckle off so I can run the pan. And it looks like pretty much got that one. Just the one piece in that one. So move on to the next one, which is going to be this one here. Throw that in there. If I remember correctly, this one was kind of loud. And Nothing's jumping out to me, so maybe it's still in one of these chunks. I didn't crush it down all the way. Oh, I see it. Right there. Piece of gold. Okay, so we'll set that one in the tray. And let's run this over. Okay, looks like that was that. Now we'll move on to this one here. This one's going to be a little bit more of a process because I may have to break it in half. Let's see here if I can do this. I'm probably just going to put the whole thing in there. Okay, so there's something in there. Like I said, we're gonna crush this all down into a finer powder, but I'm just trying to get the bigger pieces out for now. So, this is the piece that we need to crush down further for the time being. See if we can see a piece of gold in here. There it is. Little piece of gold stuck right there. Looks like possibly cracked it in half when I was crushing it. It's really small. So what we're gonna do is throw that in there. It's already cracked, so smack it a couple more times. There it is right there. Piece of gold. And there's another little piece of it right here that cracked off. So we'll throw that in there. Looks like that was it though. probably gonna be some fines in there. I can hear a little bit of a noise in there. So next one up, we'll do this big one here. And this one doesn't fit inside of here, so I'm gonna have to crack this one in half. I guess that works. Okay, so there's a target in there. So now I gotta sort through this. In my hand. So that has a piece of gold in it. And there's another target in here. Crush this little one. Get that piece of gold out. right there. Nice piece. Throw that in there. So we know there's still another target. In here. Gotta crush this up further. My hand. Okay, I got it. And make sure everything's out of here. Crush this a little bit more. Got a piece of gold right there. Throw that in there. Now I'm gonna do something here. Get a smaller pan. Stuff into a smaller pan. Okay. Now this is the one that I said was really, really loud, and it's heavy. All the way around. So I'm hoping this one's gonna be loaded. What we're gonna do, since this one has the potential of having a lot more gold in it than those other ones, we're gonna do this one in a separate pan. So all the material that I got out of this is gonna go in here, and we're gonna crush this one separately. Nothing reading in that. Nothing reading in that. Okay, so I can see some pieces of gold right here, but there's still more targets in the pan. That's a piece of gold there. There's a piece there. Another piece here. I'm going to pour everything back into here and see if I can crush all this down to a little finer powder. What I'm going to do is get some water in here and pan this a little bit so I can see what I'm working with. It's too much clay. Okay. Now you can see all the gold there in the top, why it was so loud, plus the other pieces that I still took out already. So let me get this cleaned up real quick, and then we still have more to crush down too. So it looks like we got the bigger pieces out of that, but we still have these two pieces to crush in here. So take this, put those in there. All that in there. All right, so as you can see, I still have all that. I ran the metal detector over it. I still hear a really slight target, and then I ran it over that, which was that last big piece. There's no more sounds in it, so I think I got everything out of those. All this still needs to be crushed down for the real fine gold, but this is what we got out of those pieces. Now I'm going to dry it up and clean it up a little bit more, and then we'll get a weight on that. Alright, so here's our gold here. Let's get it weighed up. 2.25 grams. We still have a little bit more in the conglomerate to crush up, but it's all going to be real small, so probably won't add very much more weight. But 2.25 grams, that's pretty good for 6 pieces of conglomerate. Thanks for watching.